What is good? Fuck, good. Everyone. Ashkeebs here. This is so scuffed. What is good, everyone? Ashkeebs here. Today we'll be looking at this bad boy. Oh shit. Oh my god, look at the fingerprints. My hands are so cursed. This is the Keychron Q1, which is Keychron's answer to the more custom mechanical keyboard scene, or the entry mechanical keyboard scene. This is to compete with what it looks like to be the GMMK Pro, but also other boards such as the KBD67 Lite, Portico EQ68 Aurora, and other more affordable options out there. So let's open this up and check out what the fuck is in this. So it comes with a keycap puller as well as a switch puller as well as a keycap puller. I think it comes with a screwdriver and a hex tool, but still has a early unit, so mine doesn't come with that. Inside there is a look at that exposure. A quick start guide. Man, I'm a pro at this shit. We don't need this shit. As well as a disclaimer on hot swap, bend the pins and shit, and as well as a instruction manual. And the most important thing, the keyboard. Looks like comes with some extra foam gaskets, some extra screws, some extra keycaps for your looks like Windows as well as Apple or Mac compatible keys. Oh shit, god damn, it comes with a coiled cable. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, it doesn't smell terrible like the KBD67 Lite cable, but that's it. And here is the keyboard itself. Eat this box. Oh shit! It's the it's the one with the with my badge. That's cool. That's pretty sick. I got this in as a review unit for free. But I'll still be doing a review with my honest opinion. But looking at the board, it is actually quite a classy looking board. Not bad. It's not as gamery as the GMMK Pro is, but the overall aesthetics I think I actually prefer, and I don't like a knob. I'd much rather prefer the badge. I am pretty sure the knob is a add-on feature to the board, so if you are a knob enjoyer, you can still enjoy your knobs. Okay, so some details on the board itself. This is a 75% layout with a optional badge, or you can just put a key, or you can even opt for a knob as well. I think you can actually make your own custom badges with a uploaded image for around $30. I pray for Keychron because I know for a fact that there's going to be at least a couple, actually what am I saying, at least a couple hundred ahegao and lewd weeb requests. Definitely not going to be me, I swear. Okay, let's go. Hell yeah. It features a aluminum CNC case. Pretty good. The anno on this is pretty nice. A south-facing hot swap PCB, pre-lubed Gateron screw and stabilizers, which is unironically one of the best pre-lube jobs I found. There's like little to no rattle, and is gasket mounted and is QMK and VIA compatible right off the bat. This is literally a plug and play powerhouse, and everything seems to be working great. And VIA recognizes it immediately without any further setup, which is great to see. So talking about the price, this board comes in at $149 for the bare bones version. I think it's $139 for the early bird, and $179 for the pre-built version, and $169 for the early bird, which is like the early pre-order ones. But I'll be talking about the general price because, you know, after that's over, it's gonna be irrelevant. But I'll be talking about the board at $149 viewpoint, as I believe in customization and I would opt for the bare bones kit anyways. But for $179, which is just $30 more for the full set of switches and the OEM ABS double shot keycaps, it's honestly a pretty dank deal if you want just a pre-built that's decently nice right off the bat. Okay, so looking at the internals of the case, it actually comes with a thin sheet of foam. They did mention to me that they're going to include additional foam because the board itself sounds a little hollow, and it is connected via a daughter board. So in order to get the PCB out, you're gonna have to remove these as well as the little wire. Okay, so taking a look at the internals, this is currently with those phantom brown switches, which actually feel pretty damn nice for light tactiles. I'm a big fan. But you can see the gasket implementation here. It's actually quite thick and soft gaskets. That's why it gives that real nice sort of flexible feel. And I see they opted not to put gaskets on the middle and on the sides for that additional added sort of flex. I'm pretty sure you can opt to put in gaskets here, however, but for the model I was sent, they did not put it on the sides. But pretty standard. I think the hot swap is fixed layout with the 6.25U. I would have liked to see 7U, but that's, you know, personal preference and whatnot. But the overall quite a simple and very standard gasket implementation, and yeah, not much to complain about. And the daughter board definitely allows for more flex, or no interference with the amount of flex that this board has. So for the more custom premium build, I guess I'm going with some Hyperglide Cherry MX Blacks. These were lubed and filmed. Lubed with 205 grade 0, filmed with Edesky films, and the springs are lubed with 105. You know, for the spacebar, we have to go with that black cherry pie. There we go. For the keycaps, we're going with GMK white on black, as well as some Doge Think artisan caps. I don't know if they're artisans or not, but it's colorful and it looks pretty cute with my badge. So, what are my thoughts on this board? Is it worth it? Is it any good? Short answer is yes, the board definitely feels pretty good. You don't have a very bouncy typing experience per se, with minimal vibrations happening on the plate, but it is quite flexible, and the overall typing experience is the softest out of the budget boards I've tried, which is D60 Lite and KBD67 Lite. Can't really compare this to the GMMK Pro as I have not tested that board out, but from reliable sources and friends I've heard that the board or that board was very stiff, and I can say that this board is definitely going to be a softer typing experience. As for the sound, it is noticeably hollow, especially on the right side mods, but with the upgraded version with these GMK keycaps and looped and filmed hyperglides, the alphas sound much less hollow than the stock version, and I actually think that in the current form I went with, the hollowness is not that overbearing. I actually quite like the sound of this board. The sound profile of the board seems to be much less muted than other beginner boards out there. Essentially what I'm trying to say is that this board doesn't sound like super muted foam. You can definitely hear the characteristics of the board and the switch, and despite its hollowness, I think that the board sounds much livelier than say the KBD67 Lite, but sound profile, like always, is preference. For those people that want to hear me summarize that in easier terms, KBD67 Lite is still and the Q1 seems to be slightly clackier and less muted. Overall, for the price of $149 for the bare bones version, this board is quite a banger. It is pretty hollow, but that could always be fixed with some modifications, maybe a video on that later, but the overall feel of the board is quite nice, and I gotta give props to Keychron on properly implementing the gasket mount. I would say that this board is a great introduction and starting point for people to dive into the hobby, and even the pre-built version is a decent choice if you want to upgrade your membrane keyboard. I personally wouldn't recommend this board to enthusiasts though, as it doesn't really offer anything super new, unless you want some weeb shit on the top right blocker, then go ahead. It's really nice to see some more aluminum budget options to come out and other companies to challenge the GMMK Pro, as competition is always good. I gotta say that this board was quite a nice surprise to check out, and I would honestly recommend this to beginners looking to start out, as it seems like this will be readily available and it does many things right. Anyways guys, thank you so much for all the support. Like always, we're almost at 50k, which is pretty crazy. I really appreciate all the love and people watching. We had a large influx after that Belle Delphine saga, which is questionable, but more videos and reviews on the way soon. Be sure to check me out on Twitch because we have been having a bit of a OSU tournament too, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.